Take your time. Let's find our way here. For your morning practice this morning, let's just start standing with those feet hip distance apart. So feet are hip distance apart. Take a look down at your feet, and like we do with our hands, unravel those toes. So almost take your time to feel the toes spread wide. So almost doing that repetitively, like you're opening the space between those toes. So spread the toes nice and wide, open a few times here, and now plant those toes down to the floor. Feel the base of your big toe, the base of your little toe, the inner and outer edges of your heels, pressing firmly down to your mat. Zip up through your Uddiyana Bandha, lace up through your waist. Pop the hands by your side, palms face forward. Shoulder blades roll down and back. Hug your shins together like there's a ball between your knees. Lift the kneecaps up towards the hips, engaging the front of the thighs. Gently tuck the tailbone under. Broaden through the collarbones. So feel this opening of the chest without flaring those ribs. Keep the rib cage connected towards the front of your hips. Keep the length in your neck as the crown of the head extends to the sky. Give yourself this moment here with the eyes shut down to feel this posture in your body. Allow yourselves to arrive into this posture this morning. Maybe just checking in with how it feels to energetically engage in a way that brings you into this nice alignment as we begin our practice. Feel the feet grounded. Feel the support beneath you. And then feel the crown of the head lengthen to the sky, inviting all the opportunity and possibilities there are. Let's take a deep, full breath in, all the way out. And then blink those eyes open. Inhale, take your arms up. Palms pressed together. Exhale, you fold. As you fold, mindful of those legs, maybe bending those knees for your first fold, letting your head fall heavy. Take a moment here, full breath in, all the way out. With those knees soft, roll back up through the spines. Inhale, take those arms high, press your palms together. Exhale, you fold. Take a full breath here. Soften the knees, roll up through the spines. Inhale, take those arms wide and high. Palms pressed together. Exhale, you fold. Full breath in. All the way out. Knees soft, roll up through the spines. Inhale, take the arms wide and high. Palms pressed together. Exhale, you fold. Full cycle of breath. And then when you're ready, soften the knees, plant your hands and step your feet back. As your feet step back for your first high plank, steady for a moment. Spread the fingers wide, shoulders stack above the wrists, thighs are switched on, belly to spine. Chin is slightly tucked, crown of the head reaches forward. Hold here as you fire up that Uddiyana Bandha, the area around your core. Gaze is steady, focus. As you lower the knees down to the floor, unravel your toes and press back to child's pose. As you find child's pose, your knees are together this time. Fingertips are reaching forward, the forehead melts down to the floor. Feel the tailbone reach to those heels. Feel a stretch in your shoulders. If you need to take your hands a little wider and or bend your elbows, that might give your shoulders a little more space to take shape here. Take a nice deep full breath in, all the way out. 2 more breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Once more. And with that smile, let's roll through to all fours. As you take all fours, take the left leg back. Take a moment to stretch into that calf, into that ankle. Upper back is nice and strong, belly pulls to spine. Just warming up into those wrists, warming up into those toes. Preparing now, we will be finding a little toe squat at some point throughout class. So really focus here on giving those toes a little love here. The muscles of the sole of your foot, stretching into that Achilles and calves gently. And then we're going to lower your left knee down. Take your right leg back. As the right leg comes back, take that time, pivot forward and back. So you want to keep the front of the right hip facing the floor. Just feel the body rocking forward and back here. Just acknowledging any tightness in those calves, soles of the feet, keeping the upper back nice and strong and engaged. And then we'll lower that right knee down to the floor. We tuck the toes under, both feet, inhale. Gently lift those hips, roll through, down dog, exhale. Walk out the knees now. So as you walk out the knees again, continuing to bring length to the muscles of the back of your legs, soles of the feet, pressing the floor away through those hands, bring length to the spine. And then pressing both heels down, lift the heels, big stretch, lower the heels. Really lift those heels as high as you can, stretch all 10 toes, lower. Lifting those heels, lower, once more. And lower, we're going to lift the heels and roll through high plank, upper back, strong belly to spine. Find your inhale. Lower the knees to beneath your hips, all fours. Exhale. Take the left arm forward, bend your right elbow, melt the chest down. Take time stretching to the shoulders. Allow yourselves to acknowledge this arrival into your body, warming up into your body. Straighten the right arm, take the left arm back, right hand forward, left elbow bends, dip that chest down. Breathe into your body. And slowly pressing back up, hands again beneath your shoulders. Let's take that cat and cow. So sink your belly and chest, tailbone lifts, heart pulls through, you look up, inhale. Exhale, tuck the tail, scoop the belly, rounding out through that upper back and let the head fall heavy. Inhale, sink the belly and chest, tailbone lifts, look up. Exhale, scoop, round it out. Inhale, sink that belly and chest, tailbone lifts, look up. Exhale, round it out. Once more here, sink that belly and chest, tailbone lifts, looking up. Exhale, round it out. As you slowly come back to all fours. Tuck the toes under, inhale, lift your hips down, dog, exhale, walk your feet towards your hands, feet hip distance apart, soften the knees, roll on up. Inhale, take those arms high, press your palms together, exhale, you fold. Fingers to your shins, just below the knees, lengthen your spine, inhale. And release and fold, exhale. Soften the knees, roll up through the spines. This time as the hands meet above your head, interlace the fingers, point a finger, pointing up, take your inhale. Side stretch to the right, exhale. Inhale back through center, exhale to the left. Inhale back through center once more, both sides to the right. Back through center to the left. Back through center, release your hands, arms back by your side, palms face forward. Roll the shoulders down and back. Crown of the head to the sky, flare your fingers here. Allow the energy to arrive both into the hands and the feet, long through the body. Hug your shins, lift your kneecaps, tuck your tailbone, zip up your bellies, broaden your collarbones. Long neck, eyes shut down, nice deep full breath in. All the way out. Peel those eyes open. Inhale, take the arms up. Press your palms together, exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands and step your feet back, high plank, hold your high plank, shoulders stack above the wrists, pressing that floor away, belly to spine, thighs switched on. Find your inhale. Downward facing dog, hips lift. Exhale. Walk out those knees once more. Big stretch again. Back of the calves and ankles. Let's do both feet at the same time. Lift the heels. Stretch those toes. Lower the heels. Lift your heels. Lower the heels. I want you to lift the heels and hold. So you'll feel the stretch. That's extending all 10 toes. And now roll through high plank. Adjust the distance of your feet. Wriggle the back of your knee. Shoulders are stacked above those wrists. Thighs are switched on. Neck is long. Breathe. As you lower the knees to beneath your hips, fall forwards. From all fours, your left arm reaches forward. Your right leg kicks back. Keep the front of that right hip facing the floor, chin slightly tucked, neck is long. Stable through the supporting arm, supporting hip, and lower the hand, lower the knee. Right arm forward, the left leg back. Keep the front of the left hip facing the floor. Gaze is steady, find your breath. Lower the hand, lower the knee. When you're ready, tuck the toes under, inhale. Lift those hips, downward facing dog, exhale. Walk the feet to the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart, knees soft, roll up through the spines. Inhale, take the arms high, press your palms together. Exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant your hands, step or jump, feet back, high plank. Steady here, upper back strong, belly to spine, thighs are switched on. You have the option to lower to the knees or pivot forward and lower through chaturanga to the floor. Your hands are beside your chest. Unravel your toes. Baby cobra, lift the chest, gazing forward. Exhale and lower. Keep the elbows tucked in. Inhale, you lift. Exhale, you lower. Two more, baby cobra. Inhale, crown to the sky. Exhale and lower. Once more, inhale to child's pose. Exhale. Bottoms to your heels, arms extending forward. Find your breath. Nice big, deep, full breath in. All the way out. As you consider these words this morning from Tony Robbins, in essence, if we want to direct our lives, we must take control of our consistent actions. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. And here we are. For some of us now, the norm to just move and breathe into this body every morning. What a beautiful gift you've given yourself. Take another deep, full breath in. All the way out. Slowly roll through all fours. Toes tuck under, inhale. Lift those hips down, dog, exhale. Walk those feet to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance, bend the knees, roll up through the spines. Inhale, take those arms high, press your palms together. Exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Your right leg will step back, crescent lunge. You rise. As you rise into crescent lunge, you have that option to bend the back knee if you're feeling tight through those hips. Encourage the depth of that right hip to press forward, maybe sinking a little deeper. Keeping the side body long with the arms reaching high. Find your inhale. Open the arms into those cactus arms as you exhale. You might like to now gently lift the chest. Lift the chin, open through that heart. Find your inhale. Hands to the earth, high plank. Step that left foot back. Exhale. Steady here on the toes, option to lower the knees. As you pivot forward, lower through chaturanga to the floor. Baby cobra, unravel the toes, lift the chest, inhale. To downward facing dog. Exhale. Full breath in. All the way out. Walk those feet to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart, bend the knees and roll up. Inhale, arms high. Palms palms pressed together, exhale, you fold. Half lift, inhale. Left leg steps back, crescent lunge, you rise. So again, in the crescent lunge, the feet will be hip distance apart. You've got the option to bend the back knee. Otherwise, flexing that back thigh, tailbone tucked under. You can sink a little deeper if the space is available. Take your inhale. Cactus out those arms, exhale. Adding that little baby back bend as you inhale. Chest and chin looking up, open through the heart. Find your breath. Take your inhale. Hands frame out the front foot, high plank, exhale. Option to stay here on the toes, below the knees we hold. Upper back strong, belly strong, thighs switched on. As you pivot forward and lower through chaturanga to the floor. Unravel the toes, baby cobra, elbows in, lift your chest. Exhale and lower, 2 more. Inhale, lifting chest. Exhale, lower, keep the crown of the head lengthening to the sky once more. And then take it back, child's pose. Push the floor away, bottoms to your heels. Full breath in. All the way out. Walk your hands around to the left, reaching with that right arm. Keeping that right hip pulling back. Back through center, big step to the right, reaching with the left arm. Back through center. Roll through all fours. Toes tuck under, inhale. Lift your hips, down dog, exhale. Walk those feet to the top of your mat. Bring your big toes together, heels slightly apart. Knees soft, roll up through the spines. Inhale, take those arms high. Palms pressed together, Utkatasana, hands to heart. Sink your seat back. So again, keep the chest and heart lifted. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Sink into the heels of the feet. Draw that belly to spine, steady your gaze. Trying to keep those knees behind the toes for now. Breathe. Finding a hum of your exhale at the back of your throat with that Ujjayi breath. We've got 3 breaths. Sink a little deeper if you can. Tadasana, stand tall, inhale. Palms pressed together, bow forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, step or jump, high plank. Exhale. Belly to spine, pivot forward, option to stay on the toes or lower the knees. Lower through chaturanga, hover and hold. 3, 2, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Pull that heart through to downward facing dog. Heels are down, hips are high. Big full breath in. All the way out. Pick up the heels, lower the knees to beneath your hips, all fours. Unravel your toes. When you're ready, left arm forward. Right leg kicks back. Front of right hip facing the floor. Gaze is steady. Find your breath. Release the hand, release the knee. Right arm forward, left leg back. Gaze is steady, front of left hip facing the floor. Release, right hand, left knee. Tuck the toes, inhale. Lift the hips, downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg kicks high to the sky, bend the knee and twist open. Find your scorpion. Feel that stretch through the front of the right hip. And then lower the right leg back down. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the left knee and twist open. Pressing the floor away, open through left hip. And lower the left leg down. Heels are down, hips are high. Then lift your heels, hold. Stretch those toes. And roll through high plank. Maybe sliding or walking feet back a little. Upper back strong. Chin is tucked, belly to spine. Find your breath. Lower through chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra, inhale. To downward facing dog, exhale. Walk the feet to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart, soften the knees and roll up. Inhale, take the arms high, palms pressed together. Exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Right leg steps back, crescent lunge, you rise. Find your inhale. Open the heart, bend those elbows, lift your chest. Full cycle of breath. Take your inhale. Hands frame out the front foot, high plank. Exhale. Pivot forward, lower through chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Full breath. Walk the feet to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart, bend the knees and roll up. Inhale, take the arms high. Palms pressed together, exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Left leg back, crescent lunge, you rise. Find your inhale. Bend the elbows, open the heart, exhale. Lift the chest, lift the chin if you can. Continue to find your breath. Find your inhale. Hands frame out the front foot, high plank. Exhale. Pivot forward, lower through chaturanga. Up dog or baby cobra to downward facing dog. Heels down, hips high. Breathe. Pick up the heels, roll through high plank. Adjust your feet. Thighs are on, bellies are on. Pivot forward, lower through chaturanga to the floor. Legs are together, toes point back, arms by your side. Bellies lift. When you're ready, arms will lift, option to interlace if that shape is available to you, and chest will lift from the floor. Heart open. Shoulder blades glide down the length of the back. Belly stays pulling to spine. As you squeeze your buttocks, gently lift the thighs. You might look forward a little more now. Open through the heart, strengthen through the back. Find your breath. As you release your hands to beneath your shoulders, tuck the toes, high plank to downward facing dog. Heels down, hips high, full breath in. All the way out. Walk those feet to the top of your mat. Big toes together, heels slightly apart, knees soft, roll up through the spines. Inhale, take those arms high. Utkatasana, chair, sink your seat low, hands to heart. Keep the knees behind the toes, keep the tailbone tucked under, shoulder blades melt down the back. Find the Ujjayi breath. One more breath. Tadasana, inhale, stand tall. Palms pressed together, exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Right leg will step back, land your right knee back to the floor behind you. Unravel the back toes. Inhale, take the arms up. Sink your hips, open your heart once more. Feel that openness, so open all the way out through those fingertips. Chest is lifting, hips are sinking, breathe. Find your inhale. Hands to the earth, crescent lunge. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee. You rise. Nice and tall, fingertips to the sky, strong in those legs. Take your inhale. Warrior two, plant your back heel. Exhale. Reaching out through the fingertips. Tuck the tailbone under. Find your breath. Gazing out over those fingertips. Hold strong here. Pull straighten the front leg. Inhale. Flex your thigh. Reach forward. Exhale. Flip the palm. Reverse your triangle. Right arm back. Stay here for a moment. Reaching that left arm overhead. Find your inhale. Windmill the hands to the earth. Low lunge as you bend the back knee. Pivot onto the balls of the toes of the back foot. Unravel the back toes. Arms sweep forward and up. Sink the hips. Open the heart all the way out to the fingertips. This time, turn the palms to face up. Sink the hips. Feel the change in energy with those palms now facing up. Heart lifted. Find your inhale. Hands to the earth, child's pose. Slide your left leg back. Exhale. Let your elbows melt to the floor, your forehead rest to the floor. Breathe. Breathe. Roll through all fours. Tuck the toes under. Inhale. Lift your hips down, dog. Exhale. Walk the feet to the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart, knees soft. Roll up through the spines. Arms high. Inhale. Palms press together, bow forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Left leg steps back. Lower your left knee. Unravel those toes. Sweep the arms forward and up. Sink the hips, bend the elbows, lift the chest and heart. Find the breath. Feel that stretch. Take your inhale. Hands to the earth, crescent lunge. Tuck the toes, lift the back knee. Sweep the arms forward and up. Take your time. Find your shape. Take your inhale. Warrior two, plant the back heel, open through those arms, exhale. Feel the energy reaching out through the fingertips. Adjust the tailbone, tuck the tailbone under, keep the front knee lunging forward. Gaze is steady out over those front fingers. Plant the feet firmly to the floor. Zip up through those bellies. Breathe. As we straighten the front leg, flex the thigh, reach that front arm forward, flip the palm, reverse your triangle. Left arm will travel down the back leg, reaching that right arm over. Breathe into that side waist. Take your inhale. Windmill the hands to the earth, low lunge, so bend the back knee, pivot onto the balls of the toes of the back foot. Lower the back knee down. Unravel the toes. Sweep the arms forward and up. Sink the hips. Open the chest and heart. And turn those palms to face up. Such an energetic shift for me. Allow yourself to just welcome any changes. Find your breath. Take your inhale. Hands to the earth, child's pose. Right foot slides back. Exhale. Bottoms to your heels. Soften your lows. Again, almost allow yourself this opportunity to just be in the shifts, the changes that maybe you're feeling around these hips. Breathe. As we slowly roll through back to all fours. Once you arrive to all fours, that left leg will kick back. As the left leg kicks back, lift that left foot. Point the toes and take the left leg all the way out to your side and plant your left foot. As that left foot plants, walk your hands one step forward and sink your hips towards your right heel. So take a moment here. Left leg is out to the side, bottom's pulling back towards your heel. As you slowly press back, lift your left leg, take the left leg back, bend the knee, land your left knee. Right leg kicks back, toes are pointed. Take the right leg out to the right, land your foot, sole of the foot flat, toes point forward. Some of you might prefer to stay here. Otherwise, with the hands, maybe that little step forward, give yourself space. Sink your left hip towards your left heel. Breathe into that inner thigh. Find your breath. Slowly press back, lift that right leg, take the right leg back, land your right knee. When you're ready, tuck the toes under, inhale, lift your hips, down dog, exhale. Let those heels sink towards the earth, let your hips lift towards the sky. Take a moment, downward facing dog, head falls heavy. Breathe into the low back, breathe into those hips. Pick up the heels, stay here, stretch into behind those toes. Really lifting those heels, engaging your thighs, chest reaching towards the thighs, head falls heavy. And then lower the knees back to the floor. As you lower the knees, you walk your hands back with those toes still. Hello, yogi squat. Toe squat, not yogi squat, toe squat. The toes are tucked under. You've done some work to warm them up. And some of you would prefer just to unravel the toes because it's more comfortable for yours. Please do. Otherwise, stay here for a moment, hands resting on the thighs, palms face up, spine long, crown to the sky, shoulders relaxed. Be with your breath. One more deep, full breath. Peel the eyes open, hands back to the floor, all fours, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Walk your feet towards your hands, feet hip distance, soften the knees, roll up. Bring your arms beside you, palms face forward, flare the fingers, shoulders melt down the back, zip and lace up that Uddiyana Bandha, crown of the head to the sky. Take a moment, shut down the eyes. Base of the big toe, little toe, in and out edges of the heels, hug your shins, lift your kneecaps, tuck your tailbone, broaden the collarbones. Feel the energy of showing up in a beautiful, aligned and grounded posture. Breathe. Peel the eyes open. Inhale, take the arms high, palms press together, exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale, right leg steps back, crescent lunge, you rise, find your inhale, cactus out those arms, exhale, lift the chest, lift the chin, inhale, hands to the earth, lower the back knee, exhale, unravel the toes, sweep the arms forward and up, sink the hips, open the heart, turn your palms to face up, find your breath. Take your inhale, hands to the earth, downward facing dog, left leg back, exhale, full breath in, all the way out. Walk the feet to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart, knees soft, roll up. Inhale, arms high, palms pressed together, exhale, you fold. Halfway lift, inhale, left leg steps back, crescent lunge, you rise. Find your inhale, cactus out those arms, exhale. Lift your chest, lift your chin, inhale. Full breath. Land the hands to frame out the front foot. Lower the back knee down. Unravel the toes. Sweep the arms forward and up. Sink the hips. Open the heart and turn those palms to face up. Breathe. To land your hands this time, child's pose. Right leg slides back. Knees together. Bottoms to your heels, elbows soft. Full breath in. All the way out. Roll through to all fours, bending your elbows, lower your chest to the floor. As you lower, so some of you might bring your right hand to rest beneath your head, left arm beside you, bend your left knee, catch that left foot, take a moment just stretching the front of your left thigh, keeping the thigh connected to the floor, just work on pulling that heel towards your buttocks. Breathe. And release. Left hand to beneath your head, right arm beside you, bending your right knee, catching that right foot, pulling the heel towards your buttocks. Breathe. As you gently release, right foot, hands come back to rest beneath your head, full breath in. All the way out. Bring your arms beside you. Are we ready? So from here, bellies pull to spine, arms hover from the floor, palms face up. Lift your chest. When you're ready, lifting your thighs with the squeeze of your tush. Some of you might prefer to stay here. Or some of you, let's bend those knees, catch your feet, and take that full expression of your body here. So thighs are lifting, heart reaching forward. Hold, we're staying here for a moment, guys. Lifting high, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourselves back down. Release your feet, hands beneath the shoulders. Press back. Child's pose. Give your back some love. Let your tailbone sink beneath, between those heels. Let your elbows soften and let your forehead rest. Find your breath. One more big full breath. As you start to slowly press through to all fours, cross your feet behind you, sit your bottoms down, extend your legs out in front, slide forward so your feet are towards the front edge of your mat. Toes are pointed. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold over those legs. Holding your furthest point, stretch into those low backs, let the head go. Find your breath. As you gently release, crossing your leg, have your left foot in, left shin in front. So again, with the left shin in front, the feet don't need to be underneath each other. You can just have that left leg in front. Or if some of you have that expression and would like to stack your left shin on your right, you can, and then you will fold forward. Take a moment here. Some of you may stay upright. That might be where the shape takes shape in your body. Find your breath, open those hips. And then you'll start to slowly press your way back up, taking the left foot off the shin if it was there, or now place right shin in front of left. Again, just allow yourselves to maybe take this shape if that's what's available, or you'll lift that right shin to stack on top of the left. Try and keep the integrity of this right ankle. My right hip is far tighter than my left, so just acknowledge the shape changes from left to right, and then let yourself fold as far forward as you feel comfortable. Breathe into your hips. And then you'll start to slowly walk those hands back. Take the shin off the shin if that's where it was. You'll run those legs long once more. Walk out those knees. Now for some of you, we will be going into a shoulder stand and reverse plow. If you know that's too strong for your neck, you can just come back to folding forward and then meet us back when we come back upright. So for some of you now, we will all start to lower back down to your backs. Give yourself a moment. And then when you're ready, you'll bend your knees. Feet to the floor, just adjust your hips. You'll float those legs through to tabletop. And then from here, some of you might just stay here because that feels good for you this morning. Others, you'll start to lift your hips, support the backs of the hips with the hands as you walk your hands down towards the back of your rib cage. So finding your shoulder stand here, remembering it is a big stretch to the back of your neck. If you're tight through the neck, you'll feel it. Just mindful of the shape you take in your body. Some of you might like to stay here, others might like to guide one leg at a time overhead as you find your plow. As the feet maybe find the floor, you run the hands down the backs of the legs to find your feet. Breathe. Wherever you find yourself, breathe. Those in that reverse plow, you'll lower your spines to the floor, lower your legs to the floor, let your feet land, bring your arms back by your side. Those in a seated forward fold, slowly lower back to your backs and join us here. Take a moment, just let that body unravel from a deep pose. As we pop those arms out into a T, again, maybe try keeping those palms to face up this morning as you float those legs to tabletop. We're taking a deeper twist by letting the knees come up towards your left hand. So let that rotation be a little bit more diagonal. Think about the feet maybe trying to find the direction of your hands. So it just takes that twist a little further up the spine. You'll feel that at the back of the rib cage, and just doing your best again to try and keep the back of the right shoulder blade resting to the floor. Breathe into the twist of your body. Always nice now to start to shut down the eyes. And then in your own time, that top leg will float back through center, followed by the bottom leg. Once they meet in center, the knees will fall up and over towards the right hand. And then you might turn your head to the left. Breathe into the depth of your twist, doing your best to keep that left shoulder blade flat to the floor. Breathe. As your top leg floats back through center, followed by the bottom leg, lower your feet to the floor. Feet land hip distance apart, gentle lift and lower of those hips. You can walk those heels as close to your buttocks as you can, keeping the feet flat. You want to tuck the tailbone, squeeze the buttocks. Let's find a bridge pose. Press the fronts of the hips to the sky and slide those hands beneath you now as you wriggle onto the backs of the shoulders and arms. Pressing the heels down, pressing the hips high. Find your breath, shutting down the eyes, chin away from the chest, and just let the pose arrive in the body. Feel the feet press to the earth, and as the feet press down, feel the hips lift high. Slowly lower those hips back to the floor. Option to rest, option to bridge, option to fish. Fish pose, legs long, toes pointed, palms beneath your buttocks facing down. Wriggle onto the backs of the shoulders and arms once more. Feel the palms press firmly to the earth. As the elbows bend, that chest and heart lifts, top of the head hovers. Feel the chin pull away from the chest. In your very own time, again, mindful of your neck, chin towards your chest, slowly coming out of your shape. Full breath in. All the way out. If you think you've got a bigger back bend in the body this morning, explore your wheel. Otherwise, maybe bridge, maybe fish, once more. So if you're taking your wheel, you'll find bridge in those hips. Fingertips to the tops of the shoulders. You might lift your hips, coming to the top of your head, adjust your hands, and then you'll press that floor away through those arms, lifting up as high as you feel you have. Slowly coming out of your shape, you will hug your knees into your chest. Feel the yoga in your body. I had my first game of tennis yesterday in nearly 2 years. So we were opening today, stretching today. Give yourself a big squeeze, my friends. Hug into that low back. You might even take a moment to hug behind the thighs just to get a little bit more depth. A little rock side to side. Breathe. And then you'll take your time. You'll rock and roll your way up to a seated position. As you come to seated, one last stretch before we lie down. Wide legs, my friends. So legs are wide, feet are flexed, tall through the spine. Hinge forward from the waist. Palms facing up if you can. Allow yourselves to hinge from that waist. Press the energy out through the soles of the feet. Open through those inner thighs. Feel the lightness in your body. Full breath in. All the way out. 2 more like this. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Once more. Walking those hands back. How good is yoga? Swing your legs to the front edge of your mat. If you need a quick drink, grab yourselves a drink. We're taking a moment now, lie back. Allow yourselves this moment, if you have time, rest back once more for Shavasana. If you need a bolster under your knees to support your low back, so maybe even a pillow for the back of your heads, grab that now. Otherwise, take your time, lie back to the floor. As you're lying back, shut down those eyes. Let the weight of your body fall heavy. Simply breathe. Breathe in the goodness of your yoga. Once more, those palms are faced up. Your eyes have shut down, and the weight of your head falls heavy. Your eyes sink heavy towards the back of your head. The jaw of your mouth is relaxed, and the muscles of your face soften. The tongue rests in the floor of the mouth, and your throat's relaxed. Any residual tension in the neck and shoulders now melts away as your arms, your hands, your fingers and thumbs relax. Feeling the ebb and flow, the rise and fall of your breath. As you let the weight of your hips fall heavy, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet and your toes. Letting the entire weight of your physical body take a moment to rest, a moment to be in the goodness of your yoga, the goodness of this practice. Just feel the energy you've created, you've shifted, you've transformed. Just allow yourself this moment to simply be in it all. Continue to find that deep, long, full breath. I repeat those words from Tony Robbins. In essence, if we want to direct our lives, we must take control of our consistent actions. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. And I extend those words a little deeper as you bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Consistent actions to maybe help you feel better. How to feel better. Watch the sunrise. Get outside. Connect with people who light you up. Laugh. Meditate. Raise the value of all that we consume. Food, drink, media, and conversations. Read, move, swim in an ocean or a river. Help someone. Plant sunflowers. Forgive. Do anything fun, creative, or spontaneous. Learn. Create healthy boundaries. Forgive ourselves. Dance. Tidy up. Not everyone will agree with us or like us, and that's okay. Challenges bring learning. We don't grow when we're comfortable. Cultivate less judgment, more compassion. Focus on all that we are grateful for. And remember, we are far greater than we realize. Nice deep full breath in. All the way out. In your own time. Take your time. Roll to your preferred side. Give yourself a little moment on your sides. And then in your own time, we'll seal our practice together. You'll slowly press your way to a comfortable seat. As you come to your comfortable seat, resting with the legs crossed or kneeling on the shins, palms facing up, shoulders melt down the back, neck is nice and long, crown of the head to the sky. Bringing your palms together now at heart center. Take a moment, bow the intelligence of your mind to the wisdom of your heart. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our lives, but what we do consistently. Take your moment in quiet prayer or affirmation. And then letting that smile melt across your face. The light in me honors and sees the beautiful light shining in and from you all. Thank you for joining me this morning. Namaste. Thank you so much for coming out again this morning.